Hello YouTube and welcome back to TCG Cardshop Sim. It's been quite a long time. So, there's a lot to cover and I was kind of doing some testing for my audio and sound volume. So, I had to re-record the start of the video. So all you missed out on is a couple of small $100 hits, nothing crazy. But anyways, so the first up is why I've been gone for so long. I posted on a message on YouTube. 414 is the total amount we have, or did I miss a $414 card? But anyways, I am streaming this live. Okay, we have. But essentially what happened was I had something happened to my computer and it just, I could not get it fixed. Like, my dad tried to help, my friends gave me advice, it just did not want to cooperate. Every time we did get it fixed, it was only for a day or two before it would go back down again. Which was highly, highly unfortunate. So we wound up having to get a full new computer. And just reset everything up. So that's kind of why I had to re-record over the first part, is because the audio was all bad, because I hadn't booted up this game and I hadn't changed the audio beforehand. I should have tested it with this, but I'm gonna have to test it with everything else. So, anyways, I did some preliminary testing. Everything ran fine. Power World 1.0 comes out July 10th, so I wanted to see if I could stream it or record it, or both, and it turns out I can do both. So that's really nice. The second thing that happened was, well, now that everything is back, the second update is for my YouTube channel, and it's a bit of a two-parter. So the first part is that I will be changing the way I upload videos now, because I intend to, not right at this present moment, but maybe in the near future, stream for a bit longer than usual. I might start upping my total stream time by a bit. A couple hours. And so there might be some cases where I need to switch games. So, for example, Power World 1.0, it will be, instead of July 10th, 2026 VOD, Power World Part 1, it will just be Power World Part 1. I'm going back to that so I can upload multiple videos, or like spread them out, like maybe on Saturday or Sunday have a video if I had to switch games, things like that. And it means I can also keep recording through, like, maybe demos and stuff like that. I can play multiple demos without having to break them. And speaking of that, also on YouTube, I no longer have any of my original files for my YouTube videos, for my VODs. And I could get a bunch of them off of Twitch, but if it's over, I think it's 2 months or so, then they're gone for good. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to back up any of my save files for VODs. So I'm going to put it up, and if it gets taken down, unfortunate, but but that part is going to be lost if it happens. 1,105. So I'm not going to try to back up any of my VODs. That's another kind of huge change. 1,890. Two big 1,000 hits in one pack. That's nice. Not even a god pack. So, yeah, those are two really big changes to the YouTube channel. Also, one other really super important update for the YouTube channel is that I will no longer be continuing Starbound. 1,298. And there is a couple of reasons for this. The first and foremost is me wanting to have something to play with a friend or just in general if I lose, if something happens and I can't stream. Because it sucked not being able to play literally any of my games because I could not progress. I'd reached a point where I could not progress any further. And so, if I would have played it once, off stream at all, it would have had to have been finding new things I haven't found before on my blind playthroughs. And most of my playthroughs are currently blind. So, or like, stalling into an area. 2,233. Like Mina the Hollower, never played before. Suikoden 2, never played before. This game, I don't want to get a 10k god or 60k god pack off stream. It's probably going to happen when I try to complete the rest of it. Okay, I'm making profit. Cool. But it just, I want something to play off stream that isn't blind until Palworld comes out if something happens. Because Palworld may have had a huge amount of changes coming. 27 pages of change, apparently, to the game itself when it comes out. $640 of profit. Cool. So it is a far cry from blind because I've spent like 1,000 hours on Palworld already. So it's not gonna be blind at all. Maybe the new bosses and stuff, but I don't have a problem with running a solo playthrough and just goofing off on it while I work on the main playthrough on stream and stuff. And there's also chances that on days where I grind for materials and stuff like that, I'll probably like record maybe like an hour of it and just do the important stuff on stream and then just grind the rest off stream until I get like a really good base going. But I do intend to kind of rush through the beginning of the game a little bit to make it easier for myself later on to get some stuff going. So pretty much I had nothing to play. Oh, and Core Keeper, of course, I had already reached where we had gotten through to our playthrough on stream, off stream, so I literally had nothing I could do in that game, other than like run around and find more veins and stuff. Veins of different metals. So it felt really nice being able to get back on Core Keeper to do the testing and just kind of like roam around a little bit. Nothing we haven't done before. Like, I didn't do any new content or anything. The last stream of it, I did wind up going solo for a small portion of it, and playing my world, and I made some good progress on it, which is really nice. So I have plenty to do now, but yeah, so having something else to play off stream is a huge reason as to why I'm kind of stopping the Starbound playthrough on stream. Number 2 is Phoenix and I have a very different way of going about things. He doesn't really have a set schedule. He doesn't stream all the time, and that's perfectly fine. His sleep schedule is a bit crazy because he's doing things. He's working on his own projects and all that stuff, which is fine. But the whole thing is, like, he doesn't like to be put strictly on a schedule on this day you have to do it. And to be fair, I get it. That's why I said my schedule is open to change at any point in time. That's why I have multiple days available to where I can swap things around. It's because I hate being confined to a single day for a single game, except for Mondays playing this game. Because personally, I like doing kind of a last week recap, or last week and weekend recap. Kind of get everyone caught up on what's going on and what they could possibly see this week, which is cool. So I don't mind playing this game on Monday, but even then I still swap to Card Collection Simulator as well. So, like, I have 2 games I play on Monday. So it's not even set in stone which of those I play, usually. If one game has an update, then of course I'm going to check out the update. So, I get his kind of annoyance with having to wait to progress a full week just because I want to stream it. I completely understand it. Reason 3 is, personally, I don't think the game is as entertaining to watch as every other game I've played on stream. Are you kidding me? They're still too loud? Has it been overpowering my voice this entire time? Am I gonna have to restart again? I'll put it down there. Maybe that'll be better. I'm not mad at you. I'm annoyed that the sound effects are so freaking loud. Is that better? Okay. And finally, Phoenix really does, like, enjoy the ability just to play whenever, and I also understand that. Because one of my gripes is that I couldn't play any of my games. There's a fly in my room buzzing around my face, and it's kind of annoying me. 397. And wanting to have that free availability. And none of the hassle or worry about doing it on a specific day. 104. So, I will probably either be deleting that video of Starbound, or just throwing it into the one-shots and just naming it Starbound with the quotation marks canceled or something like that into the one-shots playlist. So also, so that's pretty much what's been going on with YouTube completely. As for streams, things are going to be progressing as normal, although you might be seeing a lot of Power World when it comes out, because I intend to slam that game as hard as I can, as much as I can, because I've been really looking forward to it. Unfortunately, Next Fest, I had a bunch of demos that I saw other people playing that I really wanted to play as well, but my stream computer was down, so I kind of missed out on Next Fest entirely. However, there are quite a few games that I have wish-listed, and there are quite a few games that I am going to be looking to see if the demos are still available. If the demos are still available, then I'll play them on stream. In fact, that's kind of what I have planned for tomorrow, if at all possible. Now, I might not beat the demos on stream, but I'll definitely show you and show you what they're about. 324. Get a small drink here. Alright. So, yeah. That's one of the things that, happened. Another thing is, I might just goof around on my own server. When I have free time, like if I reach a point where it's like, okay, I only have 10 minutes and 10-20 minutes on stream left, and I don't want to get anything started, so I might as well just jump onto a different game kind of a situation. So there's going to be a bit of stream exclusive content. So if you want to check that out, come on over to twitch.tv/onedamngamer, Monday through Friday, starting at 2 p.m., or roughly 2 p.m., I'll say. Videos will also be a bit longer because of the stream time. This video is going to be much shorter because, unfortunately, I had a little bit of tech issues at the start of stream, which delayed my stream start just a tad bit. And also, I had to re-record my video because the sound effects were really loud and music was really loud and completely overpowering my voice. So, this part is definitely going to be shorter than usual. And now I can actually get back to trying to platinum this game, which is nice. I know, I'm just worried about the earlier parts of the video where the sound effects were too loud. Because I don't want to re-record over it again. What I might do is, since this part isn't going to be 3 hours, is go into OBS, re-record over it. And tack on, like, hey, you know, this is how it starts. You might not be able to hear me clearly, but... And then, like, just do a quick checklist, so everyone understands at the very start. But it's fine. I'll leave it as is. 108. But, yeah. I found a couple of things just wandering around while testing out Mina the Hollower, because some of those days where the PC was down, I was trying to stream on the other computer, so I wanted to test out with Mina the Hollower, and I just wandered around and I found a couple of things. I didn't, like, go too far into it, and unfortunately I did get one small spoiler on Mina the Hollower that I will 100% show off as soon as we play it. But, yeah. Also want to look into doing more collabs with people on stream in general. The Steam Summer Sale is currently going on, 173. So I'm gonna look and see if there are any cheap games that are interesting. Maybe up my game library a bit more. 169. $100. But yeah, so as much as there was a lot to really talk about, it was not as much as I thought there would be. So that kind of concludes the whole, this is the week recap segment of the stream. And now we move on to idle jibber jabber. So how was everybody's weekend? Your weekend was long? I'm sure it was. A lot of projects got done this weekend. Oh, Ash Dad Mode, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. We just got through recapping everything that's been going on. Long story short, computer broke, finally back, happy to stream. How was your weekend, everyone? I am One Damn Gamer. I stream Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. And I also have a YouTube channel if you're interested in seeing some of my other content. YouTube.com/OneDamnGamer. Every day I post VODs there. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Very, very appreciative. I'm just pulling packs to try and get stuff to sell. I'm quickly approaching level 91, which is really cool. 104. So what were you playing today, Ash Dad Mode? And for those that are also new here, we count profit. Just a little fun thing we decided to do here. Michelle is the person who actually tallies up our profit. What we do is we take the total box count and we count any card over 100 to see exactly how much profit we make. Well, rough estimate, because we don't do the point. So, like, this would be $31, but it's not over 100, so we don't count anything in there. We round it up, essentially. Or, we don't round it up, I guess. We just, like, do the dollar amount, rather than just the dollar and cent amount. So, yeah. And we are currently $2,119 over the $6,300 we spent for the boxes. So that's some decent profit for our first set of 10. We do 2 sets of 10 boxes every stream, because any more and my eyes start to hurt because of all the moving colors. Tomorrow I'll be looking at some demos for Next Fest, so drop a follow if you want to see some of those demos as well. Am I actually following you? Let me see here real quick. There we go. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Hold on. Please hold. There we go. That's what I needed. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm still kind of getting used to the new setup because biggest activity starts at the bottom or top. Okay, there we go. I'm kind of trying to figure out how the setup is going to look, because I learned a lot of things about OBS while trying to set up for streams again. And one of the things was the Twitch extensions, or docs for it. So, like, I can see stream chat without having my stream open on my second monitor. So I just need the preview of stream to make sure my stream is not crashed or lagging or something. Appears my preview is lagging, so that's a little worrying. Let me refresh. There we go. Okay, yeah. Doesn't seem to be lagging anymore. Might have just been on my end. I do really need to get around to making alerts for my stream. Something simple for now. Go crazy mode later. Once I start getting a bigger follower, getting more people, more inside jokes, more, you know, things to meme about. Unfortunately, I won't be able to open shop today because, unfortunately, I haven't had time to actually set up the shop from the last time. Because, fun fact, I would have maybe had streamed this game sooner, but, my save files on the cloud went missing for a short time. On my other PC, back when I was trying to stream it, I would have maybe platinumed the game by now, but, yeah, I loaded it up and none of my save files were there. And I could not for the life of me figure out why, because I had cloud saving turned on. So imagine my delight loading up this game just to see if it worked on my new computer and seeing my save files were there. Because it would have sucked to have to completely restart. I would have done it, because I do want to platinum this game. But it would have been so unfortunate to lose all that progress. We haven't gotten I was about to say we haven't gotten a hit in a little bit, but 145. Wow, my brain added an extra one there. We did just get something at least. And we're making profit, so... in about 10 minutes, we're going to be taking a quick 5-minute break. But we are tearing through these packs today. I'd say we could get another whole box down at this rate. Slowly making my push towards not partner, affiliate. 198. Thank you so much for the follow, Gold Leaf Bow. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Very much appreciated. Should have it set to where people... now I'm a little worried that my stream settings are all wonky too. My Twitch settings for like followers and all that stuff. I'll have to test that later, just to double check. I've been streaming for a little while, but not being able to stream and having to reset up everything has really thrown me off. Like a 3 or 4 second delay also on stream. So, ever since I did manage that one stream before my computer went down, for Core Keeper, all of my veins of ore pretty much got used up. So, I'm currently, on my own time, running around looking for new veins of ore. I found 3 really close to each other, which was really nice. But I'm gonna have to go looking for some tin because I am dangerously low on tin, and tin is super important. I think that's the only vein of ore that I'm missing right now. That is still technically scheduled for Wednesday, but our Core Keeper, but we'll see how that winds up going. Only 8 more packs for this. So what's our profit looking like right now? Not the greatest, but still profit. $2,462 of profit. Looking for them big hits. Question of the day, which game, if you watch Next Fest, which game are you most excited to come out? There's quite a few that I enjoyed for Next Fest. I'm really hoping some of the demos are still around. Because that's the very first thing I'm doing off stream, or after stream, is downloading, or looking for and downloading the demos that are still around. Everything from platformers to puzzle games. 145. There we go, 403. That's a nice hit. And that will take us to our very first break of the stream. Thank you so much for sticking around. Hopefully you'll stick around for the break, and when we come back, we will be continuing opening boxes and hopefully getting some way better profit. Thank you so much, and I will be back in about 5 minutes. There it is. I forgot actually how to save the dang game, because it's been so long. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will be back in just a little bit. See you then. Alrighty, we are back. Thanks so much for sticking around. Crack some more packs. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed your break. I'm waiting for... Did I turn off BRB? Looks like it. Huh. Yes. Okay, 176. We reached 3K worth of profit. Nice. Forgot to post I'm going live on Discord. Let me do that real quick. I do apologize. It's been so long since I actually had to do any of this stuff that I completely forgotten how to do it. Okay, announcement. There it is. There we go. Bit late, but better late than never, I suppose. Alright, cool. Don't know if I said that, but I'll say it again just in case. 247. Okay. Double checking. Sorry, I had to fix something. $222. Sorry, just taking a drink. So, yeah. I guess another small change that happened to stream. Big for me is that I have my first mod on my stream. So all you spamming bots, beware. You will be smoking. Smited? Smoten? I don't know. Any other really big updates? Not that I can think of. Didn't really have to do any grinding in any of the other games, because I'm pretty fine with where I'm at. It is gonna take me a little bit of time to get back into the swing of playing those games. Like, thankfully for Core Keeper, I'm gonna be able to pop right back into it because, well, I played it a little bit off stream because I had reached a point where I could, but I couldn't. Like, I made progress that one stream, like I said, so I was able to kind of get a feel for the game again, which was nice. But I remember where I was in Mina the Hollower and where I was in Suikoden, but it's gonna take me a while to, like, get used to how the game plays again. Also, I'm probably gonna just double up on games, since me and Phoenix... I still might invite... We're still trying to get to Ascension 10, so I might do another couple of streams of Slay the Spire 2. Once we hit Ascension 10, or once we beat Ascension 10 on Slay the Spire 2, that's kind of gonna be it in terms of, like, multiplayer stuff. Other than there's a mod that makes the game play like Slay the Spire 1 because it adds back one of the characters that got dropped, which, to be fair, no one really liked, or at least the majority of people I know didn't like the Watcher in Slay the Spire 1, and there's a mod that adds him into Slay the Spire 2 as well as all of Acts 1, 2, and 3, which is really nice, but unfortunately, it makes the game super easy, because Slay the Spire 1 was meant to be much easier than Slay the Spire 2, and, like, I get it, but I feel like the biggest difference between Slay the Spire 1 and 2 is there's a lot more opportunities to gain, like, energy and stuff than in the original. Because, yeah, sure, you had the relic, but in this one you have way more relics that grant way more energy, as well as cards, and, like, power cards. Even events as well, because you have an event that has a thing that's like, the first time you play this card, gain 1 energy, and if you stack that on a 0-cost card, you just get 1 free energy, period. And I feel like the elites are much more difficult in this game than they are in the first game. So, it just feels like playing it would be much easier. Playing Slay the Spire 1 in Slay the Spire 2 would be much, much easier. But I don't know. I myself haven't tried the mod, but as soon as we complete Ascension 10, that'll probably be it until there are huge updates with, like, new, they want to add another new character to the game, as well as more versions of the different acts. 296. So, like, you have the water, oceany Act 1, and then you have, like, the normal Act 1. Well, they're intending on doing that for Act 2 and 3 as well. which is super cool. The only thing they don't have from the original Slay the Spire is Act 4, the Secret Act. And I don't think they would include that because I think it would be muddled and messy if they decided to add an Act 4 into Slay the Spire 2. I don't think it would work, because depending on what you would have to do, because then you could get one of two different bosses in Act 4, and that would be not good depending on how difficult Act 2 is in terms, or for the Slay the Spire 2 Act 4 will be. Because Slay the Spire 1 had the heart. This one appears to have something called the Architect. So, don't really know for sure. And if they fight completely differently, then it's also going to be more of a problem. But it's fine. Still a cool mod, even if it's super easy. My hope for Slay the Spire 2 is the Gunslinger, which was a modded character, or at least in the style of the Gunslinger, which was a modded character for Slay the Spire 1, where his whole gimmick was based on where your cards were in your hand, the effects they have when they're played. Which was super interesting, because I could see them adding cards that shift your hand around, and stuff like that, for the Gunslinger character. So I guess another question would be, if you're a fan of Slay the Spire 2, what new character mechanics would you like to see? Or do you just want them to add back the Watcher? It would be funny if they decided to just add back the Watcher in Slay the Spire 2. Because from there it would just be a mod pack for a different act. That mod in Slay the Spire 1 also added the ability to play as some of the bosses, which was kind of funny. They had their own unique cards and everything too. Still, I do prefer Slay the Spire 2 over Slay the Spire 1. The multiplayer alone wins it for me, hands down. Also, I liked all the unique changes, like Sly, for, what's it called? Silent. Adding those cards in, and changing some of the existing ones was super interesting for me. My least favorite character to play as still is, I forget his name. I haven't played it in a while, so... The Ironclad, that's right. Ironclad. 116. 104. 145. 173, 154, 177, 100. For a God pack, that was $972. Not bad. Not bad. $108. Wow. $4,920 of profit. We're inching our way up to the next box, the next set being completely free. I mean, we still have a little ways to go, but one good pack is all it takes for that. Yep. 1,300 to go for the next set to be free, Michelle says. And yep, that's about right. 177. 'Gonna get a level up from this next set of 10, or from this set in general? I believe we might. That we are going to reach level 91 today. I believe we're getting pretty darn close. Experience hasn't been 257. Experience hasn't been too bad at all. Gained quite a bit of it. If it keeps up, then we'll hit it. $405. We are inching our way there. Will we make it? What's our current total profit? Take a second to grab a drink while you tally up. 5,867. Not bad. Going into our final box. We're like 600 or something away from around 600, I'll say. From breaking even with our next set. I might actually just extend the stream and open up shop anyways. You'll have to watch me set up for shop, but and I know that can be kind of boring. But to be honest, a lot of people would find this boring. 322. Just sitting, chatting, yapping about a bunch of nothing while opening packs. Jumping from topic to topic randomly. A lot of people would find this boring. And I get it. But it's a nice chill way to start the week. Yesterday, 176. Wow. So next card pretty much guarantees that we break even on the next set, which is nice. Unless you counted that last card I pulled. But I pulled it at the... Yeah. Oh, really? I'm a few dollars over. So we managed to pull it off. We made at least 6,300. 6,365, actually. Beautiful. So next set is completely free and profit. Beautiful. $324. Anyways, as I was saying before, the game gave me a big hit, and a hit, and I lost track of my thoughts. I played a bit of Splitgate 2 last night. Seems like everyone from the Splitgate community is kind of transferring over to Impulse. And I watched a little bit of gameplay for Impulse. There we go, $6,963. That's one of the big hits I was hoping for. A nice big fat juicy card. Delicious. But anyways, everyone is transitioning over to Impulse, and it's kind of sad to see. I watched someone play a little bit of Impulse. They have like wall running mechanics and like a grappling hook thing, but for some reason it just doesn't feel the same to me. Like, watching it was kind of boring to me. I'm much more interested in the portaling mechanic of Splitgate than another game with a grappling hook in it. I feel like a lot of shooters have that. Whether it's like parkour, vaulting, and running along walls and stuff like that, or just like some kind of maneuvering device like a jetpack, or like a grappling hook, or something of that nature. I feel like a lot of games have it. It's not necessarily unique in that kind of genre. I could be completely mistaken. I'm not a big fan of shooters, but $13,652 of profit. Nice. But yeah, it just did not at all feel the same to me. It felt kind of more generic. But that's just my opinion. Alright, another 6,300. So we do round this up a little bit. Bring these closer. There was a throw button. Oh. Oh yeah. That makes it much faster. $7,352 of profit to start. Beautiful. That's what I like seeing. But yeah, Phoenix played Splitgate 2. They had an event going on that was shoddy snipers, but the shotgun was a power weapon. And the worst map in the game, in my opinion, is Try Hard. Because it's just like one giant open area with 3 smaller areas that you can be attacked from on like 3 or 4 different sides. There's above, there's down below, and then there's left and right. that you can be attacked from. Usually. 154. And I don't like that map at all because of it. And there's like 3 different colors for 3 different teams. I think it's 3. It might be 4. But regardless, they have launch pads, and I got to admit that map was so much fun to play that mode in. That modified shoddy snipers, because I was just flying around the entire time. It was so much fun. The rest of the maps were alright. I did terribly most of the games, but I don't like shoddy snipers, so it's to be expected. I went positive a couple of times, but mostly negative. Got a couple of really cool kills. But for the most part, I think I'm kind of just done with Splitgate on stream. Like, I had stopped playing it because it stopped working for stream because it became a glorified slideshow. And I couldn't figure out why. But it's also just like, it's getting emptier by the day. And with their new game Impulse, they've stopped making content for Splitgate 2. So I'm worried it's just going to go the way of Splitgate 1. And I would be very sad to see that happen. I was hoping after it came back into beta, and they rebuilt it, that would bring the people back, but it just felt like they gave up and just moved on. That's personally how it feels to me. Because they didn't put any effort into the advertising or, well, very much effort into the advertising or anything like that. So it's just a dead game. My friend, who used to play Ranked, Phoenix, he stopped playing for like months and months, and he hadn't touched rank in like even longer, and he was still around the same rank that he left off on. And that shows you just how dead ranked mode is. Or how empty, I should say. Granted, I never really thought of Splitgate 2 as Game of the Year material. It's just sad to see it happen again. I'm still waiting on any news from the new Stardew Valley game that was supposed to come out. It didn't have a release date, but it's not even on the Steam store page. The Haunted Chocolatier. I don't know if it was exclusive to whatever console. I forget what. But I remember seeing a trailer for it, and then, like, it's been so long since I've heard any news from it. I would be interested in playing that on stream too. I have a lot of plans for the future, but let's see what happens is all I can say. I have a new computer chair that, a new chair that actually reclines. Super nice. Sometimes I just kick my feet up and honestly just zone out. Not while streaming, of course, but like when I'm watching streams late at night. I have a whole system for how I do things. That way I don't get caught staying up too late all the time. Because when I game, I tend to lose track of time. Except streaming, because I like literally look over and see chat and see how long I have been going. And I look over and see my OBS, see how long I've been recording. So it's kind of hard not to know what time it is, or around what time it is, or lose track of time when I always see those different numbers. I don't necessarily pay attention to chat number. Like, I pay attention to chat, but I don't really look at the number of viewers, because that's actually very inconsistent. So, that, and if you worry too much about the numbers, you'll go crazy. Because you'll always notice, oh, I had one less viewer than yesterday, I'm falling off. And I don't want to be in that mindset, you know? I just try to have fun here. And I really do love streaming. Michelle's like, poke, cards wake up. Wow, I miss poking these cards. Yeah, I missed seeing the 6K hits. I missed interacting with chat. I missed a lot of things about streaming. Just having fun in general. Honestly, playing games alone is fun, but it's way more fun playing it with people. And even though people aren't playing with me necessarily, talking with chat makes it feel like, you know, I'm hanging out with people. In a way. So, yeah. I'm really glad to be streaming again. I am so happy. Feels nice. And you know, honestly, when my computer first went down, I'm like, I'm gonna miss streaming for a bit, but it's not gonna be that bad. It was way worse than I thought. Which just goes to show that I really did love it. And I do love it. 177. know there was a small typo, Mom. Michelle. Michelle is my mom and she's my mod. Nah. But, I read it as poking, don't worry. In fact, I didn't notice the typo until you pointed it out. We are about to level up. You just missed poking things, didn't you? Well, I guess since I'm talking about Power World 1.0, I guess I should also cover the information about Power World that came out. Apparently, Nintendo can only win a maximum of, I think it was like $33,000 or something. I may not be correct in that, but it's a pretty low number considering what they were originally suing for. $104. Because at this point, they can't stop Power World from coming out, so they can only target the earlier versions that remove the mechanics. Like the previous versions that had the mechanics that they were suing for. So, they're not going to win very much. Nintendo, in my honest opinion, outright lost the entire lawsuit. They spent so much money on it to try and keep Power World from coming out, only to fail and turn around and get maybe not even a consolation prize, because it's still not determined whether or not they're getting that 30,000, however small amount it was. I remember it wasn't a very high amount. But they have a 0% chance of coming after Power World in its current version. At least, if the article I read was to be believed. Exactly. It will not cover the cost of them trying to stop it. Not only that, but they're getting hit with other lawsuits from other things. Like, their Joy-Cons for their controllers had what they call stick drift, and a lot of people were getting angry about it because they knew about it, and they just didn't do anything about it. Then they decided to add that they would fix it for, I think for free, but it would take a while, and people are like, this product you sold was already defective, if I am remembering this stuff correctly. It's been a while since I saw it. But essentially, they're getting slapped with a lawsuit over their Joy-Cons as well. I think that one got settled, though. I'm not entirely sure. But still, it's $389 for the card I just pulled. But they've been estimated to have lost 40 million, I think it was, dollars in lawsuits. Like, they've spent $40,000 worth of money in lawsuits this year. Or their legal fees. Something to that effect. So a $33,000 thing is honestly just a drop in the bucket compared to what they've lost on legal fees this year. If I am remembering all of this correctly, I could be misinformed, I could be mistaken. I haven't really looked up anything as of super duper recently, but that's the last thing I remember seeing it. I think it's like October is when we'll finally see whether they win anything at all or not. Somewhere around that time. But once again, my information could be off. So, if you're interested in any of the updates, there are plenty of other channels 173, that have done almost daily coverage for years now on this whole lawsuit, so... But long story short is, they've lost a lot of money on multiple different lawsuits. And while it's not confirmed that Palworld is the leading cause of that money sink, people are definitely speculating that it's one of them. So... $1,400. Beautiful. Oh, and we leveled up. Let's go 91. $445. Nice little cherry on top. A lot of people have been playing this game called Mecha Chameleon, which is kind of like a prop hunt style game, only with the added benefit of instead of becoming objects, you paint yourself to look like objects. And like blend into the background and stuff. And it's really sick. Now I myself am not really that skilled of an artist, so I would probably suck at the game. But there are plenty of ways to hide yourself without actually needing to be creative with your colors. Like, I've seen people literally paint themselves as art that they were standing on and blend in perfectly, and we're talking like pictures of like multiple farmers and stuff all gathered around a hay bale, and they're literally painting themselves to look exactly like all of that combined and just fitting perfectly into the photo. I've seen people paint themselves to look like freaking kanji. I forget what, place that's from, what kanji is. But like, very cool looking stuff all around, like just crazy art. And then I've seen people paint themselves to look like a brick wall, for example, which is pretty simple. So you have all kinds of like different levels of artist skill level in that game. And then you have people like the streamer named Tom Fox that I enjoy watching that will literally stand in front of a pumpkin with a jack-o'-lantern face painted on themselves. as a pumpkin and draw a face on themselves and call it a day. And it's so funny. There's a Mario Kart map from a mod pack, and he just sat in a car and looked like Mario. Drew himself to be Mario. Did not blend in at all, but made everybody on the stream laugh. $10,194 of profit. It's time for a break anyways after this hand, so handful of packs. So we'll be going on our second and last break, potentially, of the stream. I am probably going to try and open up shop. Well, yeah, I'll save before I go on break too. There we go. We're gonna take a small break. When we come back, we will finish the rest of these packs. Potentially, maybe, open up shop. I haven't really decided yet. It all depends on how quickly we finish these packs. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. And I will be right back. See you soon. back. And real quick, the Joy-Con lawsuit is roughly 40 million to 46 million USD in Europe. They already agreed to pay it, so that case has been settled, apparently. And roughly, or approximately $41 million in the fiscal year of 2026 financial report for litigation losses for Nintendo. And I was correct in saying kanji. It is Japanese and Chinese characters. Not characters like TV shows, but like writing, like symbols and stuff. I wanted to double check that to make absolutely sure I was saying everything that I thought was correct, making sure I wasn't spreading any misinformation by accident. Anyways, so it definitely appears that, yeah. And the whole kanji thing was for Mecha Chameleon, because people were literally, like, putting themselves on signs and painting themselves to look like signs, including parts of the kanji. 117. Which is absolutely crazy considering. You have people like me who are probably just gonna hide under chairs and paint themselves to look like the floor so it's harder to see. Never know. But I would have to find a group of people who would want to play that with, that I know. You're just having tons of fun, aren't you, Michelle? That's good. I'm glad. Hopefully you found any of the random mumblings I've been talking about at least vaguely interesting. As I've been trying to keep up to date on a lot of things. No. 117. I know I do talk to you a lot off stream, so sorry I hadn't talked about it on stream for a while, so. But yeah. Other than that, I don't really think there's any, like, big dramas that I've I've been keeping up on. $198. Box was upside down. Honestly, I don't feel like opening shop today, so what I'll most likely do is, after I'm done with these boxes, is wrap up the video, call the video there, and move on. Probably gonna need to expand my base and my solo thing on Core Keeper soon. So I might actually do that on stream instead, after we're done with the boxes. Also, I could use some fun. I've got a lot of things going on in my head right now. Honestly, just planning what I'm gonna do after I open these boxes. Nothing really important was said. Other than, I guess I probably won't be opening shop today. 448. I just don't feel like it. I still need to set up shop and everything too. So if I didn't have to set up shop, I probably would. So by the way, did you catch that ghost rare that I just passed? I don't believe I called out that number. Okay. 154. And the ghost rare was 448. Just in case I didn't... Okay. I just wanted to double check. $11,288. Not bad. 135. remember to stay hydrated, everybody. I say as I drink soda because I finished the water that was right next to me. $324. I am not going to stop streaming, but I am not opening shop. I will probably switch games. And it probably will be to Core Keeper, just so I can set myself up so that after stream I can continue playing it. It's kind of a, I'll leave this running while I do everything else I need to do after stream, and then just jump right back onto Core Keeper. Kind of a thing. But we still got 5 boxes left to go. So probably won't be much left on in terms of streaming anyways. I do want to increase the total stream time, but not right now, in the near future. 403. $12,090. What a weird number. 1,600 to make back what we had in profit originally. That's really good. Sorry, I'm stretching a little bit. Yeah, I made good profit today. I'm glad that my first day back has been pretty successful in terms of profit. $367. Even if I earned $1 million, it still wouldn't be enough. Let's be honest. We would always want more. I did also check out the Vampire Survivors new DLC, not DLC, update that came out for it off stream. I guess I forgot to mention that. It was one of the few games that I did play a little tiny bit of. But to be honest, I think I'm kind of over Vampire Survivors. Not gonna lie. It's not that the update was bad, in fact it was pretty cool, but it's got too easy for me. There's no fun, there's no challenge, I literally win every run no matter what I do. Unless I play, like, with an absolutely garbage character. If I play with pretty much most of the characters, I always win. Feels very, if you know how to build, you win kind of game. Kind of like Ball X Pit. I would only go back to Ball X Pit if they added a new level. But only then would I just like play through and beat the level and call it a day there. And yeah, I know you won't be sad if we don't make $1 million. I'm happy with the profit we got today. But those two games, Vampire Survivors and Mullet's Pit, were definitely fun while they lasted. I got my money's worth for sure. And they do have a new DLC coming out for Vampire Survivors, 145. I probably won't pick it up immediately. I'll probably, like, wait for a long time to wait. And, like, I think I'm burnt out on it. I think I'm just over it for now. So, it's cool they had a new DLC, but... And they also had, a free update. It's just... didn't wow me. It didn't. Funny story. My other computer was having a problem rendering the graphics of the games. And, it turned my entire game blue. So when I launched the game on my other computer, back when I had no stream, the entire game looked blue, and I'm like, oh, is this because of the Ocean update? 177. Turns out it was just my graphics being glitchy, because I loaded up Mina the Hollower, and they were also blue. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. Mina doesn't have a Ocean update. So why is everything blue? Come to find out, it's just the graphics were wonky on that monitor. As soon as I hooked up a second one of my second monitors to it, moved the game over to that monitor, it wasn't blue anymore. I'm like, huh. Couldn't help but get a good chuckle out of that, though. Boxes left. Oh, thank you for the follow, Overlord Midnight. Sorry I missed that follow 5 minutes ago. I do apologize for that. If you're still here, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. And is your name a reference to either My Hero or Overlord the anime? Found the winning setup for my stream because it makes it so much easier to do everything. The only thing I can't do is grade something, which is fine. I can do that manually. Check if I'm on the beta build for Spire 2 still. Or if because I had to re-download it, if I'm no longer on the beta. 113. I still really love all these cards' designs. I think they're really good. Uh-oh. Is stream buffering? Have I dropped any frames? Nope. Okay. It was just on my other computer then. Last 2 boxes. Any more massive mega hits left lurking in these packs? Maybe, perhaps. Maybe a nice juicy 1K God pack? Or a 1K minimum God pack? I think my first emote is going to be a poking emote. Then I'm... maybe not, because I'm worried that you would spam it so much you get banned. Auto by Twitch itself. Not even by me. Because if you spam the same thing too many times in a short amount of time, you will get temporarily, like, muted by Twitch. I'm worried that would happen with you. You might start poking people and the chat and the game and the cards and me and... If you had a poker, you'd start poking more. Don't deny it. Don't deny it. I know you. You would poke way more often if you had an emote. Exactly. You would poke the stuffings out of me. We here on One Damn Gamer like to play dangerous games. Like giving chat fun tools to play with. Eventually. In time. Little by little. I just wanted to get back to my regularly streaming normality for a little bit. Then I'll start working on improving my stream overall, because I think it's time. Get like follower and raid. Things going. Then come up with ideas for emotes, even though it's a long way off. So it's subtle. The first one is poking. Yeah, I guess. I was also thinking about... I have a few ideas, but I'm wondering if they would be translated poorly. Like, for example, since we get a lot of people claiming to be artists, and I'm an artist emote, but I don't want to offend actual artists, so maybe not. Because I don't want to offend people like that, especially actual artists. 320, but it has become a meme in my channel to a degree that we get so many people claiming to be artists, and a lot of them have stolen artwork. Because I actually look into that shit. That it's just like kind of funny. Because every time someone comes in and starts with that, especially if they're a bot, we're like, oh, here we go again. And it's funny because I know people who are actually artists. So... But yeah. Don't have a lot of good inside jokes right now. Well, I understand that, but... Ooh, 2,233. Maybe get like a chatbot in here. Not like a bot viewer, but like a bot that has different commands you can do. Like Nightbot, for example. Make a poke command. So you can put like /poke or exclamation point poke. Maybe and someone's name or like the cards after it, and the bot will come up with a message like Michelle2426 has poked the cards or something like that. Doesn't necessarily need to be an emote, but it could be. There's a lot we can do. The problem with figuring out emotes is not making them translate poorly. Because every channel has different jokes. And I'm not, like, affiliated close enough with channels to have shared memes that I can just randomly go into other people's chats and spam my emotes. You know what I mean? So... I don't think a poke one it will translate poorly, but... Then again, a lot of people will only be using my emotes in my channel because it makes sense. You know what I mean? So... all that stuff will develop naturally over time. I've been thinking about a raid message. I have a million ideas, but I'm slowly rolling them out over time. 281. 15,000. Not bad. It's really good, actually. Workshopping will come later. For now, it's just sit back, enjoy, and watch the stream progress. Little by little. As I find new toys and figure out how they work. And implement them into streams. Eventually, once I get an actual community going and whatnot, I'll actually like put stream on chat on stream. 164. That's one of the things I really want to do. 151. Like, not right now, but in the future. I'm still learning my way around OBS, so... In a minute, my phone is gonna go off. So I'm hoping to be at least done with boxes before that happens. What are you talking about? You're not bad right now. Trust me, I've seen much worse in many other streamers' chats. Last handful of cards. Is there one more big hit waiting for us? Nope. So our final tally is $16,041 of profit. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell to be notified when I post my next YouTube video. If you like what you see and want to see me live, come on over to twitch.tv/onedamngamer Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. EST. That's where I'll be. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, sorry about the shorter part, but stuff happens. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.